Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Young here and welcome to another Metal Gear Solid 5 news update. So moments ago I posted a video talking about a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, and a lot of people have been going bonkers, including the media, like websites like IGN have actually posted an article about this, and it's just been going crazy. But as it turns out, Hideo Kojima has not confirmed that Metal Gear Solid 1 is getting a remake with the Fox engine. It was all food for thought, which was mistranslated as confirmation by this website. What is it called again? Game Reactor. But yeah, I've got Hideo Kojima's tweets right here denying this rumor that he's remaking Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 for that matter, and I'm gonna read them off one by one and kind of give you guys the summary. So the first tweet that he posted was around 3 hours ago, and during that time I was editing the video, so I wasn't, going on Twitter and checking out for news. I was just kind of in the zone editing my previous video, which is why I didn't pick up on this before. But so the first tweet says, "There's a rumor about remaking Metal Gear Solid 1 plus 2, but that's not true. It has been modified in the thread or something." I don't know what he means by it has been modified in the thread or something, but basically he's saying this is bullshit, this is not happening. And then his next tweet is, "Such mistranslation happens when I do ITW with media abroad. In net era, the funnier eye-catchy gossip gets attention than the original article." Well, he needs to work on his freaking English and his grammar, but you get the idea. Basically, mistranslation is what he is summarizing the Game Reactor's report that Kojima has confirmed a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. Then he proceeds to write, "This mistranslation can happen when translating into Japanese, simply misunderstood by media. No one would read the original article." And then he says, just the false headline goes off, and then he says, "I've said I'd want to remake Metal Gear Solid 1 with Fox engine if possible, but we still have V, or 5, and other prioritized titles that it's impossible to make." I'm assuming, to make Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. So here he's basically saying that, he was being hypothetical. He wasn't confirming anything. He said, if possible, I would love to make it, but he didn't say, I'm making it. Then he proceeds to say, "I wouldn't mind if talented creator from outside studio making this happen." What? Jesus, that is terrible grammar. "I wouldn't mind if talented creator from outside studio makes this happen." I guess that's how he's supposed to say it. That's what I answered during the ITW. So again, it was food for thought. He said that if I were to confirm a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, if I were to kind of give it a go, then I wouldn't mind an outside studio, a talented outside studio, taking the helms to remake Metal Gear Solid 1 using the Fox engine. Again, hypothetical. And then he proceeds to say, "When the concept of Legacy Collection was brought at MTG from sales team, dev side stated that it'd be harder for a current user to play Metal Gear Solid 1 since," this is another tweet, "since it's bird's eye view. You can't really see the front side, which makes it harder to self-adjust for someone accustomed to FPS/TPS. That's crucial part of remaking." I think what Kojima's talking about here is the mistranslation that Kojima recognized that the Fox engine, was different, so he was gonna kind of modify gameplay a little bit to suit the new generation a little better. He, the bird's eye view wouldn't make sense, and basically the article said that for this Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, that Kojima would modify some of the technical aspects of the gameplay to make it more modern and whatnot. And I think he's kind of going against that, saying that what I was saying, if I were Hideo Kojima, what I was saying was that, during this, he calls it an ITW, that, people nowadays wouldn't be used to the over-the-top view camera. And I think he wasn't even talking about the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, he was just talking about the Legacy Collection when that was brought up, and that's when he started talking about Metal Gear Solid 1, saying that, people these days aren't used to the over-the-top view camera because of all the first-person shooters, etc., etc. So basically he's trying to say that I didn't mean to say that this supposed Metal Gear Solid 1 remake would have different game mechanics, etc., etc. He was just explaining that Metal Gear Solid 1 is something that's, old style camera, old style gameplay. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but basically he's denying further and just kind of reiterating what he said, kind of trying to give it context. Then he proceeds to tweet a few things that have nothing to do with the matter at hand, but then a few hours later, he's at it again, clarifying what happened, and this time he says, regarding the rumor from yesterday, checked the data recording of the actual interview, it was mistranslated from our side. Chris, my interpreter, answered in different nuance that made this consequence. I, on the other hand, answered with bit of lip service. I answered, you, the journalist, wanted me to do MGS2 on Fox Engine, but I cannot do. I wish if only someone could make MGS1 on Fox Engine. However, Chris mistranslated as, personally, he would like to have Metal Gear Solid 1 on Fox Engine, so he tried to find someone right now to do that. No! The journalist wasn't wrong. We are deeply sorry for the misinterpretation on our side. Well, if there is some creator or team in this world who has love and passion to remake Metal Gear Solid 1, I would love to ask for it. So yes, folks, unfortunately, this Metal Gear Solid 1 remake is one huge misunderstanding. There is no such project in the works, but Hideo Kojima doesn't deny the possibility of one happening. I mean, he says right here that if there is a studio out there who loves Metal Gear Solid 1, who wants to remake it using the Fox engine, I would love for this, studio to do it, to go for it. So, who knows? Maybe we'll see some studios lining up and trying to remake Metal Gear Solid 1. That'd be fantastic. Anyways, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to let our nation know your reactions to Hideo Kojima denying the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. Are you heartbroken? Are you relieved? Do you not care because we already have Metal Gear Solid 1, which is already a classic, so maybe we just don't need a remake? What do you guys think? Be sure to let our nation know in the comments below, and to be further updated on Metal Gear Solid 5, be sure to join the nation and subscribe to Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and Young out.